Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading. Today we'll be doing your reading for the week of November 16th. And this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm excited to get started really quickly. If you guys are new, my name is Jasmine. It's nice to meet you. If you haven't already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It helps me out, helps the channel out. So thanks in advance. Let's get started. Okay, so Sagittarius, first and foremost, I see that this week there may be, or maybe we got out of last week like this, but we have spiritual union in reverse. So I'm kind of feeling like there may have been argumentative energy either within you, within your partner, or both even. Because there's a lack of balance that needs to be replenished by balancing yourselves out individually. So right now, any sort of relationships that feel like either they're coming at you, you know, it's very like argumentative type of energy, or if it's like you yourself being so caught up in your argumentative energy with yourself that your relationships end up turning upside down. Okay, and this is why it's happening. We have Temptation in reverse and Five of Cups. So I am feeling a little bit of a woe is me type of energy with this. Maybe you've stopped something recently or you're trying not to do something. However the case may be, I feel like there's beauty at hand, but we don't see it because we're looking at anything that will keep us in the depressed state, because it is a little scary to move on. You know, when you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't have to be depressed. And then when you realize that, you're like, how can I turn around? How can I take off the black cloak? How can I really leave this temptation in the past? The toxicity of whatever it was seems to be almost making you sad that you don't have it anymore, that you don't do it anymore. Or maybe you've done it so much that now you might be changing your mind. It's not making you happy anymore. Some sort of something that was going on here in the background that maybe was controlling you to a certain extent. Beautiful. So we have triumphant success next. Great. So wherever you were feeling that sort of backwards energy, you know, with your spiritual, with your union period, whether that's a spiritual union, family, friends, yourself, temptation here in reverse, you're coming out of that now. Now we know, now we can speak about it if we want to. So what happens now that you know, and now that things are moving? Literally. Queen of Cups energy. This is what's clarifying this card, by the way. The Devil, Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, and Six of Pentacles. So I do see you kind of, once you realize this energy is real and it actually affects you on levels, it's not just this or that. It's like, oh, I can see this kind of reflect through my life in different scenarios. So it becomes much bigger of an issue at that point. Queen of Cups energy. With the Devil paired together, I do feel like you are turning your back on the temptation. It's hard to get over things like that. Whether it's addiction of any sort, any toxicity that ended up being toxicity. Maybe it didn't start out that way, but it definitely ended up that way. And now that you've got control of your emotions, control of your sense of self, with all the backwards energy, now you know how to turn your back to it and face newness elsewhere. This is actually over this, funny. So I do feel like this week if you have been feeling stuck, there is going to be an opening for you, where spirit is like, dude, just turn around, turn around, turn around. You never turned around. So they're like, okay, stay right there. And like, they turn the whole scenario around for you. So the Two of Cups are in front of you now. And you see here, the Two of Cups are in front of you now. And the past is the past. Spilled milk is spilled milk. It rotted. You cleaned it up and it's done. You bought more milk. And you took off the black cloak of despair, sadness, depression, anxiety, feelings of pressure, a lot of pressure. It's a very heavy cloak. You've changed it to the red one, which is a powerful one. And what do you do now that we are wearing the red cloak? We leave situations that are no longer in our best interest moving forward. We've changed our perspective, maybe a goal that's been changed, and that switched up everything. And you knew you had to leave a specific situation, not without lament. I'm sure you felt, deeply about leaving, but you did, or you're going to. Even if that's just emotionally separating yourself from things that keep you with this black cloak on. Everybody was trying to put this back on you. You're like, okay, that's enough. I'm cutting it out. I don't want anybody that is trying to push that on me. So here, Six of Pentacles, you could be getting a new job. You could be receiving a gift or help this week as well, due to you making these pretty serious and pretty epic decisions, Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and see. Wow. Dude, shut up. Sag, for real? Okay, so first we have fulfillment of wishes, right? And solitude. Very appropriate. It kind of seems like now that you've gotten this new job, or now that you've gotten this help, it's very singular energy now. Queen of Cups that we had here was all by herself. He's by himself. He's by himself. By himself. Like, the only time you're with people, I feel like, is for work or for tangible, things you could touch. Fulfillment of wishes and solitude, right? So there is a considerable amount of change happening this week. Look at this. The Empress, Ace of Cups, and Justice. So this is really, really coming through as a long-awaited opportunity or a long-awaited relationship that you've been in search of. Now that you've gotten yourself back on track, everything kind of starts flowing into your direction. You may be dealing with the Libra, a water sign. Oh my goodness. Also with this could be something that you've been wishing for a long time. And now that it's coming through, like, the gifts don't stop giving. Like, now that you have reached a fulfillment of your wishes, like, you realize how full your cup is now. Now you can offer it to someone, Now you can accept someone else's. Because you're abundant with ideas, creative energy that's now ready to be used. And I almost feel like you're gonna give it, like, each person gets this much. I don't know how to explain it to you, but you've really created some boundaries here is what I feel. So let's go ahead and get some advice for the week for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see me shuffling. I'm working on it, y'all, okay? Let's see. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of the 16th. Advice. I'm excited to see what the advice is, actually. Got one out. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Clarification. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whoa. Sag, this is pretty epic right now. First we have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So whatever you're being pushed or pulled to do, it is in your best interests, therefore in the best interest of everybody else. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So there's a connection here that's happening with you and the divine, and really putting you on your soul path. And I think that you're experiencing, or you have already experienced that shift, and what the other side could give you, which gives you more intensity and more want to go forward on the right path. And I think that that's what you're doing right now, Sagittarius. The advice is more of a reminder that your guidance is divinely guided. You are divine. The Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. This isn't something that it's just popping up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get some spirit guidance here. Additional messages for Sagittarius. Dude, whoa. Okay, I see that you've been, wow. Look at this. Wow. So we've got 3 cards in reverse here. Anxiety, door to personal healing and happiness, and the thinking man. And we got patience upright, which is telling me that all of these things are turning around. If you are in this space right now, you're going to see how, oh, maybe you're not having anxiety. Maybe that might be it. And you're not really thinking about it either, but I do think that you see that you are not seeing the door to personal healing and happiness yet. You may be really trying not to overthink it. You may be really trying not to have anxiety because you don't see the opportunity. You don't see the door yet. Spirit is telling us to have some patience. Oh, I hate saying that. Oh, but I have to. Patience. Oh, my life. It's coming. It's coming. There's transformation coming. But listen, you're coming out of the dirt here. That's tough. Even with the sword, you gotta like move the sword around to like get up. Like you can see from where you're standing right now, it feels like you can see the bottom of where you're trying to get to. And you're like pushing through the bottom to try and like seek your way through a little, to push through. It's okay. It's coming. I promise. But you're a little backwards right now here. Have a little bit of patience. It's coming to you, Sagittarius. Wow. If you guys haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go down and click that button. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video in the first place. I love y'all, and I will see you in your next video.